Hi everyone and welcome to FM22 beta battle at Aston Villa with me, the United City FM. Welcome along. So we got off to a reasonably good start actually. After the first episode wasn't so good in terms of the result. The games have picked up a little bit. We've gone through in the Cup. We're doing all right in the league. Today, we come up against Southampton in the Premier League. Can we get a result? We'll have to wait and see. Before that, though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel for me, there's going to be a lot more content coming out as the game progresses through to the official launch, so I wouldn't want you to miss anything out. Maybe click a like on this video if you're enjoying my content as well, just to support the channel a little bit. That would be great. But for now, let's get into the episode. So if you take a look just above the face cam, you'll see Aston Villa sitting in 6th position. So we have got off to a good start. Last episode, the first match in the new series, didn't quite go according to plan. We lost 3-2 to West Ham. But since then, things have turned around very, very nicely. We went straight after that point and played Leeds United in the league, and we beat them 2-0, which was a good performance away from home. We struggled a little bit in the Carabao Cup, which is the English League Cup. We played Southampton, our opponents today, but in the League Cup then. And we only got a 1-1 draw in the fullness of the game and eventually went to penalties and won it just about. But wasn't a great performance. I'm expecting better today. For today, easy for me to say. In terms of getting better, though, we then played Watford and beat them 4-0, which was fantastic. Really good performance. Apologies to Miles if he's out there watching, but he's not watching. It's fine. Burnley, we then went away from home and played them 2-1 was the result in our favour there as well. So you can see results have been pretty good. So we're pretty much sticking with the tactic that we started with and our weird asymmetric formation. And today I'm hoping for better against Southampton. So even in this early part of the season, you'll notice that we've given quite a fair few of our squad a game at this point, at least one game in that League Cup, and some rotated into the Premier League here and there as well. So that's kept our squad all firing at this particular moment in time in terms of health and fitness and other bits and pieces. And the morale of the squad is good at the moment, really, because of those run of 4 or 5 fixtures in a row where we've beaten our opposition. The one person that's still going to be out, he's basically going to miss most of this season, unfortunately, that we have here at Aston Villa, is Trezeguet, out of still for 4 or 5 months with cruciate ligament damage, unfortunately for him. Hopefully we'll get him back before the end, but we just can't quite tell. In terms of everybody else, though, they're all healthy enough to play. So we've rotated back in our number 11 side, as I see it at the moment, and that could change over the season. So for this particular fixture, we've got Martinez in goal, Cash at right back, Konsa and Mings in central defence, Target in the wide left wing-back role. We've got Luis, McGinn and Sanson in central midfield, Buendia on the right, Bailey on the left and Ings up top, with a bench of 9 players, which I won't go through here, but pretty much 9 players all ready and raring to go off the bench to make an impact if we need them. So let's get into today's game and see what happens. Having had a good run of form recently, I don't want to overload the players with pressure particularly. I think the morale's good. So we've just gone with hands in the pockets as a gesture, and we're going with stick to the plan, stay patient, and we'll be fine. And I hope that we will. So let's see how we get on in this Premier League fixture. Nice bright sunny day for the game, so that's good conditions for our football to be played well. Let's hope so. Anyway, at home again, so hopefully that's going to help us out as well. Southampton proved tricky in the Carabao Cup, but we were playing a particularly advanced rotated 11. It was a lot of new players that we had in on that particular game. So I'm hoping for better today. I'm hoping that our run in the Premier League continues. Excuse me. We've got some very, very tricky fixtures coming up, though, that we'll look at after this particular match has been played. I've reduced the quality of the graphics in the Matchday engine down slightly. In the last episode, I just felt it wasn't as smooth as I'd like it to be. When I'm playing on my own without recording or streaming, etc., then I can run the game on full whack with no problems at all. The minute I start recording or streaming, it just takes the edge off that. So I've reduced down the quality just a little bit, but I hope that enhances the smoothness. Let me know in the comments below. If you're not aware that I also stream, then I am streaming over on twitch.tv/the United City FM. All the links for my Twitch and my social medias and all that kind of stuff, my Discord and my Twitter, etc., are all in the links below. So go find them whilst we're here and come and join my United City community and play a bigger part in it. I'm over on Twitch every weekday afternoon, 3 till 5 p.m. And it was a perfect time for me to tell you all about that, because nothing happened in the first half at all. I mean, we had plenty of chances, 11 shots a goal, 3 on target, better XG rating than Southampton, fairly even in terms of possession, but pretty much nothing happened of note. There was no major highlights or anything. So we're going to have to just switch it up a gear a little bit, and we'll start that process in the team talk. So we'll pump the fists, and we will say... don't lose faith. We created as many chances as we need to be ahead, so keep going. The scoreboard will eventually reflect. That's a decent one. I like that addition as a potential team talk to be able to give. So once we go out of there and back onto the pitch, we're going to go into the shouts. We're going to fire them up, and we're also going to change the mentality up from balanced to positive and see if we can just get on the front foot a little bit at the beginning of this second half, should I say. Southampton didn't really cause us too many problems. 3 shots at goal so far for them. Not a lot, is there, really? So I'm hoping that we'll continue in the same vein in this second half, and we'll finally find a way to get the breakthrough. But just at the moment, again, little bit passive, little bit quiet. Here we go with the first highlight. And McGinn into the box, has a pot shot, doesn't get anywhere with it, though. It gets rebounded, and eventually they clear it. But Konsa is going to pick it up for us in our defensive area. Charge down the right-hand side. Lots of space for him to run into. That was good from him. McGinn onto Sanson. Cash takes over. Buendia in the box. Absolute superstar, Buendia is. And there's the demonstration of it. I really like him. In FM21, he was pretty much my favourite right-sided player in this type of slightly deeper wing role on the right-hand side, along with Kulusevski, who I think starts at Juventus, does he? Those two. If you're looking for somebody to play slightly deeper in that central midfield line in midfield on the right-hand side, look out for either of those two. It works really, really well. And on that occasion, Buendia did the job for us and eventually unlocked them. 70 minutes in, we're going to pause the match there. We're going to go back into the tactics page. We're going to make a couple of personnel changes at this point just to see if we can capitalise on this. And you can see where we are lacking a little bit today. It's quite plainly obvious. Leon Bailey, Danny Ings, who are pretty much our 2 main attacking threats in and around their box, both having a really, really poor game. So Bailey comes out, El Ghazi goes in, Ings comes out, which I'm a little bit disappointed by him so far, but we'll unlock him at some point and get him some goals. And Ollie Watkins can come in there. We've got one more change that we can make. We could either take out a yellow card and protect them, or we could take out somebody like Luiz. I want Luiz to get a few more minutes, I think. What we're going to do, actually, is we're going to protect Buendia, the star of our show so far. 1-0 up, 20 minutes to go. Bit of a gamble, but you can see his conditioning is a little below everybody else's. So we'll put Bertrand Traore out on that right-hand side, and he'll play through to the end of the game. It's a little bit of a gamble to take Buendia off, having had such an impact, but we've still got to protect our players just a little bit. We're going to take it back down to balanced mentality for the last 15, 20 minutes of the game and see if we can find a way to see this out. There is a good free kick from the set-piece specialist in James Ward-Prowse for Southampton, but it couldn't quite find the target, hit the top of the netting of the goal and went out harmlessly for a goal kick. So the time is ticking down. We've got 10 minutes left to play. You can see that we are in control of the game still. Lots more shots. Still the possession is fairly even. But if we could unlock another opportunity at goal and take it, then I think that would see us win this particular match. We got a little bit crowded in that spot just for a second for Luiz to find the ball out. from the central midfield position, but we did manage it. Watkins dropping in to get involved in play. Al Ghazi, there's the two substitutes, getting involved in the build-up to a really lovely finish from Morgan Sanson in the box. Really nice play. Ollie Watkins drops in, gets involved in the play. Al Ghazi takes over from him. So there's the two substitutions working very nicely. Sanson in the build-up as well. Nice one-touch football through the lines, and Sanson on the end of it puts it under the goalkeeper in the back of the net for 2-0, and I do think that wins us the match. With 5 minutes left to play, 2-0 up, looking in control. Of course, Southampton can cause a problem here if they get something on target. They do, but the goalkeeper sorts it the first time. Second time, Salisu puts it into the back of the net for Southampton. Have I spoken too early? Have I put the voodoo on the team? It was a good block by the goalkeeper originally, but he could only parry it out into the 6-yard box, and eventually it came back at us again, and Southampton are back to 2-1, but the time is ticking through again. We've got 2 minutes of injury time still left to play. The ball is in the midfield area. We come away with it, which is really important. Up to Watkins, holds the play up nicely, and that's a really lovely through ball from McGinn, who puts Watkins through one-on-one with the goalkeeper, puts it straight at the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, he parries it out for a corner kick. Can we work something off the corner kick? Traore with the kick into the near post, and it was a good attempt. I think Mings was in there causing all sorts of problems, but eventually it went harmlessly wide for a goal kick. Southampton have really quickly gone through there, but eventually the referee did pull them up for an offside, I think it was. But for a second, I thought, where is our defence? And they had 2 or 3 players through on goal. It didn't quite work out for them. I'm kind of pleased about that. But it was a little bit dodgy from us. So we've got to watch that on this left-hand side. I'm aware that pushing a fullback into a wing-back position on this left-hand side just unsettles the balance there a little bit. We'll play about with that and see whether we can cover that slightly better. But ultimately, we got through the game, and again, a nice win. We've had a good run of fixtures against some winnable teams, beatable teams, should I say, and we've done our job, which is really good. Things are about to turn up the heat, though, a little bit in terms of the opposition that we come up against. So let's go check that out. So it's worth noting that just after 5 matches played, and there are a couple that haven't played their fourth or fifth match just at the moment, so it's a bit random, but having played 5 matches, we are sitting in third position with 12 points, just behind Liverpool and Man City. So we got off to a really good start, but as I say, things are just about to heat up a little bit. If we go into the schedule, you'll see that coming up on the horizon, we play some of the big teams. We've got the likes of Liverpool, Tottenham, Man United, Leicester, all coming up in the next half dozen games or so. That's a pretty challenging run. The one that we're going to come back for next episode is smack bang in the middle of that run. We're going to come and play Manchester United at home in the Premier League. So between now and then, Wolves, Liverpool, Tottenham, Brentford all have to be played. 3 away games in that particular run of 4 matches. It's going to be tricky. I'll update you next time we come together for episode number 3 and see where we're at with it. But I'm glad that we got off to a really good start. Morale is high, points are on the board. We can now play with a little bit of freedom through this next month or so and see if we can create a few surprises along the way. So I hope you'll join me for next episode. For today, we got a really good win. Next episode, we play Manchester United. Big step up in quality in theory, although after this weekend's real life football, you wouldn't necessarily say so, would you? Anyway, that's beside the point. We're off, we're up and running, we've got points on the board, it's all going very well. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and join my United City community, the more the merrier. Click that like button on this particular episode, that'll help me get seen by more people. Go check out all of the links in the description below to all of my different social medias and things like my Discord. It will all be fantastic if you come and join us and become a bigger part of the community there. So thank you for joining me today, really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.